I'm putting me first. I am the most important person in my life, and I don't care who it offends. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome back. My name is Medina. This channel is just a diary of my life, and I hope you enjoy it. It's Wednesday. I'm feeling slightly better from yesterday's sadness, yesterday's depressive episode. I'm feeling slightly better, and here we are. I actually finally decided to just end things with the man, and I don't know, he took it, I don't know how he took it. I don't know. His response was actually very, very interesting. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly what I said. So I texted him and I said, I really enjoy getting to know you and have tried to be very intentional in how I show up with you, but this situation is no longer serving me, so I need to remove myself from whatever this is going on between us. And then he just said bet. Y'all, he just said bet. And that bet was actually extremely telling. It gave me all the information that I needed to know about how he was feeling about me, how he was feeling about whatever we had going on, and just why he was showing up the way he was showing up, because he clearly didn't really give a fuck. Because bet is crazy. Bet is absolutely fucking insane. To say nothing but bet. You know what? Bet. You actually got it. You actually got it, because you're clearly salty or something, because that's just madness. That's just madness. But it's done. It's over. I have ended things, and now I'm ready to move on and find somebody that actually wants to date me. Find somebody that actually, not find, because I'm not looking. I'm not on the hunt. People are on the hunt for me. I am attracting all of that energy. People are looking for me. People are looking for somebody just like me. People are on the hunt for Medina. I'm on the hunt for nobody. But since I am the prey in this situation, I'm manifesting that my next, well, I can't even talk in these fucking metaphors. Whoever is out there looking for me, the next person is gonna be ready to date me, be ready to romance me, be ready to be intentional, be ready to be considerate, be ready to do all of those things, because that's how I'm ready to show up. I'm very intentional, I'm very considerate, I'm thoughtful, I'm all of those things, and I want somebody who's going to match that energy to a T. To a fucking T. And if I'm not getting that, they can go to the left the same way this nigga just did. And I'm glad that I ended things now opposed to just letting things linger. Although we haven't really talked in like the last week or so, pretty much like a week, I'm glad that I still just put a pin in things and ended it, because it would have just lingered on passively for whoever knows how long. And I don't need anything lingering passively. It's either going to be intentional, direct, all of the things that I want, or it's not going to be nothing at all. And yeah, I just wasn't getting anything that I wanted out of this situation anymore. And I don't know if I ever got anything that I wanted, because the sex was cool, sex is cool, whatever. But outside of that, like I said before, I had no emotional connection to this man. And that's what I want. I want emotional connection. I want to feel connected to somebody. I want to feel like, damn, I really fuck with you. But it sucks because that bet gives, we can't even be cool, because I just wouldn't say that to somebody. Bet. Not even like a, damn, I really enjoy getting to know you too, da-da-da, da-da-da. Bet? Bet? Oh, you got the right one. You got the right one, because bet is crazy. I'm gonna give you that energy now though. Bet, that's the energy you want to give me, that's the energy that you're gonna get. And you're not ready for that energy from me, clearly, because maybe you're just mad that I said it. Maybe you're just mad that I decided to end things. I don't know. But you wasn't acting like you wanted me to not end things. That part. You wasn't acting intentional. You wasn't acting considerate. You wasn't acting like, damn, I want to keep Medina around. What can I do to keep her around? You wasn't giving that energy. So, bye. See ya. I'd rather just not talk to anybody, which is what I'm doing. I'd rather not entertain absolutely anybody than entertain somebody that I don't want, or something that I don't want, because I did like him, and I do like him. I think he's a cool guy, but he's got a lot going on, and whatever he's got going on, he can't factor me into that equation, and that is cool. I was supposed to go to the gym today because today is Wednesday, but I'm going to just go Thursday, Friday, and Saturday this week. I already went on Monday, but 4 days a week, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, yeah, that'll make 4. But I usually go on Wednesdays, but I've been having this weird soreness in my abdomen, and I think it's from my my core workouts. But it was like to the point where even doing this was painful. Like literally anything that required me to fucking stretch out my abdomen was so painful. And I woke up this morning and the pain has finally subsided a lot. Still not 100% better, but it subsided a lot. But to prevent the risk of making that shit worse, I'm going to just take another rest day and go to the gym tomorrow. But I am about to go out and Uber for a little bit because, fun fact, I haven't been doing that shit at all, and now I am poor. So I need to go make some money because rent's due soon. All these other bills is due soon. I still gotta pay for this motherfucking car. I gotta make some money. Something has gotta give. But also, once I'm finished my schoolwork, and that's due on Sunday, I'm going to start looking for some sort of work. I'm going to start looking for a job. And it's crazy because it's not even like I've been doing my schoolwork every single day at all, but that just being in the back of my mind makes me unable to focus on anything else. Even though I'm not actively doing my schoolwork, I'm not actively doing any of that shit. But since it's still on my mind as something that I have to do, I cannot think of anything else. Which might sound a little crazy, but that's the way my ADHD brain works. I literally cannot move on to a new task until this task is completed, although I'm not actively working on this task. Does that make sense? I don't know, but welcome to another video. I hope y'all enjoyed the last one. I'm just really glad that I'm in a better mood. I'm really glad that I'm not feeling as hopeless as I was feeling yesterday. I'm sure the feeling is going to come back around sooner or later, but hopefully not sooner. Hopefully not sooner. That's all I can say. I am experiencing like the most insane fucking, I don't even know how to describe it. I can't even call it bed rotting because I'm not in my bed. Like AD, I don't even know. I can't do anything. I haven't been able to do anything for days. And I don't know why. Like I literally just don't have the will in me to do anything. I need to go out and Uber. Like I need to go out and Uber. I'm fully dressed. I told myself I was going to leave at 3. It's 4:17. And now I'm like, oh, I'll leave at 5. But then the idea of leaving at 5 feels so daunting. So now I'm like, Medina, you're just going to do it tomorrow. And it's like, okay, if you're going to do that tomorrow, you should finish your schoolwork that you have due on Sunday, that you have a lot left to do. But I just can't force myself to do anything. Like literally, I can't force myself to do absolutely anything. Everything feels so daunting. Absolutely everything feels like I can't do it. And the more that I sit with what happened with the guy, the more kind of bothered I become because I really just can't believe he didn't have anything to say but bet. And I'm tempted to be like, for real? That's all you had to say? Like, for real? I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. I'm like feeling like I can't even catch my breath right now. I don't even know what the fuck is going on. I feel like I'm having some sort of fucking meltdown because I'm so overwhelmed. Because I can't force myself to do anything and I have so many things that I should be doing. Even these baskets of clothes. I've been sitting here for hours. I could have folded these clothes and put these away. I literally can't. Like I quite literally cannot force myself to do anything. A lot of people probably don't even understand this, but this really is life with ADHD. I have no real reason to not do absolutely anything. Something should be getting done, but I truly, from the depths of my soul, cannot do anything. I just want to go back to sleep and try again tomorrow. I feel like I'm actually about to fucking explode. Good morning. I know it might not look like another day because I have on everything that I had on yesterday, but actually let's make it feel like another day. It's a new day because I have on glasses. But it is nice and early in the morning. I went out and Ubered this morning for the first time all week, and I actually made okay money, not bad. I really need to get back on that, but this week, as I mentioned in the last video, I've just been in like a depressive state, so I have not had the willpower to do anything. I barely had the willpower to take a shower, let alone go out and fucking Uber. But today, look who has some willpower. because I'm folding my clothes that I washed. I don't even remember when I washed these, a while ago. I wanted to give some follow-up on the situation with the guy. So he replied with the bet, and I was like, what's that about? And he said, let me read it. I said, are we good? The energy around bet threw me off. He said, I'm cool. I don't fuck with what you said in any way. To say I'm thrown off is an understatement, but it's nothing to say but bet. I got a different perspective on shit like that and have a different experience in life, and that's just one thing that will always hit a nerve. It is what it is, though. I respect your boundaries. I said, what part hit a nerve? He said, you saying, but this situation is not serving me, so I need to remove myself from whatever is going on between us. It's cool, though, for real. I see what it is. I'm respecting your boundaries, like I said. I said, you're being super dismissive about your feelings around me saying that, and it's not necessary. I can understand how simply reading that it can come off a certain way, especially because you're not in my head, so you don't know what led up to that statement or my POV on it. Me springing that on you without any backstory wasn't fair, and I apologize for that. I felt like you've gotten to know me well enough to know that I'd never say something to offend you or spite you intentionally, and I wish you would have said how you felt instead of bet, because that's super nonchalant and disregards the fact that I started by saying I've enjoyed getting to know you. I like you a lot, and I genuinely enjoy your presence, your energy, and our conversations. You're a good person through and through. However, I haven't been able to gauge where I stand in your world because you have so much going on. You haven't been intentional about your dealings with me, and outside of the first month of us talking, everything since then has really been centered around plant stuff. I've been very intentional and thoughtful in my dealings with you because I care for you and wanted to see what this could progress into, but it really doesn't feel like you're liking me in that same regard. So when I said this isn't serving me, that's what I meant. I need something intentional and thoughtful, and I want to be considered, and it feels like you have too much going on to show up in that capacity. You saying bet gives there's beef between us, and that's 100% not what I want. And y'all, he never replied. He never replied to that message. And that is telling. That gives me all the answers that I already knew. It confirms everything that I thought, and the fact that he does not fuck with me in the same way that I fucked with him. And that is cool. But to not reply is corny as fuck. Because one, that lacks accountability, because nothing that I said in that message was false. Nothing. And now, if he wants to hear exactly where he hasn't been thoughtful and all of that, we can go down that road, but that's going to actually piss him off. I know in what capacities you haven't been thoughtful, so if you really want to go there, we can, but that's going to piss you off more. But my thing is to not reply and be like, you know what, to be a little introspective and be like, you know what, damn, I didn't even realize I wasn't showing up because I have so much going on, but you are right. To just not reply at all, now there is beef. Now we just can't fuck with each other, and that's it is what it is. There's nothing that I can do about that, but it's just corny because I actually really think he's a cool person, and I think he is just a really good person. Like, I really think very highly of him, and even this situation doesn't make me think anything negative about him. However, it does make me realize that we're just not on the same level in terms of emotional intelligence, because to not just own up and be like, you know what, damn, I really haven't been showing up and I have a lot going on and you're right, like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. To just not reply, that's bonkers. And I woke up this morning and I felt really sad about it because I'm a recovering people pleaser, and the people pleaser in me wanted to be like, you know what, we actually can still be cool, like, it is what it is. I wanted to push my feelings aside because it seemed like I really hurt his feelings, and that really bothered me because I don't like hurting people's feelings. I just don't like making people feel anything negative. So when I woke up and I saw that he still hadn't replied, I'm like, damn, like, Medina, maybe you really should have kept that to yourself. Maybe you didn't need to say any of that. Maybe you could just stick around, but it's like, I'm really over people getting what they want from me and me not getting what I want. Like, I'm just over that, because if you're in my life, whether we're friends, whether this is romantic, whether this is something familial, whatever the relationship is, I'm going to try and show up for you. And of course I have my shortcomings, as we all do, so I'm not perfect. I'm not like this supreme human being that doesn't make mistakes and doesn't fall short at times. I'll never say that. However, I really do try to show up my best for the people that I care about. And in relationships, before, and I'm using relationships loosely, but in romantic situations before, I always get the short end of the stick. I always am the person not getting what they want. I always end up being the person that has to just settle for whatever the person is willing to offer me, and I always end up fucked up in the end. I'm always the loser in the end of those situations. None of those situations has come out good for me. Not fucking one of them. So I really made a vow to myself after dealing with the girl that I was dealing with last year, where I'm like, no, you're not going to not get what you want anymore. You deserve to have your needs met the same way all of these other people deserve to have their needs met. The same way that you're showing up for people, you deserve to have people show up for you in that way. The people pleaser in me is telling me to try and mend things and no, let him still have access to you and da-da-da-da. And it's like, no, you don't deserve to have access to me if I'm not getting anything that I want, which is basic shit like being intentional, being considerate, and being thoughtful. I'm not asking for nothing elaborate. I'm not asking for anything material. I'm not asking for anything like that. I'm asking for you to show up for me in the same way that I'm showing up for you. Be considerate, be thoughtful, and be intentional. That's that simple. Anything that I need materially, I will buy for myself. I don't need anybody to buy me nice things or take me on lavish vacations or take me out to nice restaurants. I mean, if you want to do that, cool, but that's not a need for me, because if I want to do those things for myself, I'm going to do those things for myself. I'm going to figure out how to do those things for myself. But what I need from somebody is to show up. To literally, that's just it, to show up and be intentional in you showing up and be thoughtful in you showing up and consider me the same way I'm going to consider you. And he has not been doing that at all. And I let this go on probably for longer than I needed to, because it's the end of April. We started talking beginning of January, so it's been basically 4 months. Maybe I shouldn't have let it get this far. I'm tired of not benefiting from having people in my life, but them benefiting from me being in their life. Like, it's just not fair. It's not fair. And I'm really trying to fight the urge to feel bad, because I do feel bad, because he is a good person and he is going through things, and like, I have a lot of empathy for the fact that he's going through things, and I care about him, and I know that life is not easy for him right now. However, two things can be true at the same time. All of that is true, but that doesn't negate the fact that if you want me in your life, you have to show up in some capacity. And you're not even showing up in any capacity. And if you don't have the capacity to show up, then I just don't need to be around you. That's not to say I don't fuck with you or I don't care about you or anything like that, but I'm just not going to not get my needs met. And now I feel like the bad person, like, and I shouldn't, because I'm not the bad person. I'm not the bad person in this situation. I'm not the fucking villain. I'm not the fucking evil girl that's being whatever. I'm not. I'm just somebody who wants what I want, and now it's not settling for shit that I don't want anymore. Talking to him is cool, being around him is cool, having sex with him is cool and all of that, but none of that shit moves me enough. Sex definitely doesn't move me enough. I can go years without having sex and I'll be unfazed. Like, sex will never be that deep for me. And even talking on the phone and all of that shit, that's just not deep enough for me no more. Like, maybe years ago, that's all I needed, which is sad to say, but that's used to be what I would accept from people. Like, oh, you just want to talk to me all day, you love me so much. No, that's bullshit. If you love me, if you care about me, if you want me in your life, fucking prove it. The same way I'm going to prove it. Fucking prove it. Don't just fucking say you about it. Don't just say you like me. Don't just like tell me you care about me. Don't fucking call me baby. Don't do none of that shit. If you like me and you fuck with me and you want me in your life, prove that you want me in your fucking life. And if you don't want to prove it, leave me the fuck alone. And I feel like him not replying is corny as fuck. Corny as fuck. But it's also very telling, and it gave me it confirmed all the information that I already knew. You don't fuck with me that much. You might fuck with me, and you might like me, and you might like me a little bit. I'm not even saying that you don't like me, but you don't like me enough. You damn sure don't like me enough. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's Friday morning. Who cares? But that nigga still hasn't replied. Hasn't said anything, not a word. And that's so fucking corny. And yesterday I really had to fight the urge to be a fucking people pleaser, because him not replying is making me feel like I'm the villain or the bad guy in this situation when I'm not. And I really have to remind myself that, like, Medina, you did nothing wrong. You stood on your boundaries. You stood up for what you want. It's time for you to get what you want. Like, and that's fine. Like, stop feeling bad about asserting what you want out of a situation. But I do feel bad, and I hate that I feel bad, but I do. So there's that. There's like nothing to it. I do feel bad, and I don't want to feel bad, and I know that I shouldn't feel bad, but that doesn't stop the fact that I do. But him not replying, period, is like, yeah, there's not even really any redemption that can happen after this, because not replying is beyond childish. Beyond childish. Whether you feel away, whether you disagree, whatever you feel about the message that I sent, you could have said anything. Shit, you could have said fucking bet again. To say nothing after I was really open and honest and vulnerable and also still kind, that's corny as fuck. And now it's been damn near 2 days and still nothing. That's corny as fuck, especially because we're going to have to see each other again. So you just plan on like not saying nothing and then sitting in my face? That's crazy. Crazy and corny. Crazy and fucking corny. And since this hasn't happened in a while, I forgot how much being ignored bothers me. Like, it really bothers me. It used to happen a lot, actually. It's actually one of my like big triggers, is somebody ignoring me when I'm being vulnerable with my emotions and when I'm like being expressive about my feelings, because it's just a shitty feeling to be open and honest and vulnerable with somebody and then nothing to come of it. It really is just a shitty feeling. I don't like it at all. It really, really sucks, especially because I really thought me and him were better than this, and I understand that what I said to him caught him off guard and all of the things. However, there's nothing false about what I said to him. You haven't been showing up. You haven't been intentional. You haven't been consistent, and you haven't been considerate at all. If he can even show me one way that he's done those things, I'll be like, okay, I'm wrong, but you haven't. I can show you so many ways that I've done that. And it's because I want to make you feel special, because you are special to me. And I want to feel special to somebody, and I don't think that's too much to ask. It's not too much to ask. I know it's not. But him not replying is making it seem like I'm asking for the world and the moon and the stars, which is what I deserve too. But that's not even what I'm asking. I'm asking for somebody to be intentional. It's like the fucking bare minimum. Put some effort forth. Don't see me passively. Don't show passive interest, because if it's passive, you don't really want me, and that's cool. That is cool, but that just means we need to move the fuck on. But in other news, I'm in a better mood because I feel like I'm slowly creeping out of this depressive rut. Yesterday I got a good amount of stuff done, getting closer to finishing my schoolwork. I have 3 more days, but I feel good about it. I don't feel like the usual level of anxiety that I feel behind it, because I actually don't have that much left to do. I have about 6 assignments, which sounds like a lot. It shouldn't take me that long to do. I have 1 assignment that will take me a while, but I'm going to dedicate all Sunday to that assignment and try to get the last 5 done between today and tomorrow, which is why I'm up now. I'm going to do some. I'm going to sit here and work for probably about an hour and a half, because my brain just taps out after a certain time. Like, my brain literally just goes after a certain time, thanks to ADHD. I really wish I got diagnosed with ADHD earlier, because I can even think about things in my childhood that I thought was normal that everybody experienced, but it really was just the kiddies with ADHD. Like, just thinking about the ways that I used to stim, and the ways that I used to like get overwhelmed, and the ways that I used to literally just like completely zone out. Hello, it was my ADHD. And I feel like it would have made schooling so much easier, even college, because I really fucked up in college because I was so overstimulated, like so overstimulated all the time. I was so overwhelmed, so overstimulated, sensory fucking overload 24/7. And I didn't know that's what I was experiencing. I thought I was just like, new place, da-da-da-da. But it was like 5 years later, I was still experiencing the same level of overstimulation and sensory overload. Which is why it took me over 5 years to graduate college, because I was just constantly overwhelmed. And I really wish I knew back then that it was because of ADHD and not because I was like shitty at school. I mean, which, to be fair, I am shitty at school, but I'm shitty at school because I just don't learn well in the traditional sense. I'm not good at taking tests because I'm not good at focusing that intensely. I'm not good at studying because my brain literally just taps out after focusing 45 minutes on something. Why is that about to make me emotional? Ooh, girl, suck it up, get it together. It's just a little ADHD, but it's a little more than ADHD, but still. I don't need to start off my day crying. You know what doesn't make me sad? You know what I've been excited about since last night? Going to the gym today. I don't know why I'm so excited, but I'm very excited to go to the gym. Maybe because I'm like really seeing progress with my strength. That's really exciting. I'm really starting to fall in love with going to the gym. Like it's not something that I have to force myself to do anymore. Even on the days when I have no motivation, I still like have a desire to go to the gym, which feels good. It feels new, but it feels really, really good. I'm like happy. I'm happy going to the gym. I'm like, yay, I get to go work out. Because it feels like a privilege. It feels like a privilege that I get to go to the gym in the middle of the day and like just go work out for 2 hours. Because it is a privilege. Of course, I would love to have a job, which probably wouldn't allow me to go to the gym in the ways that I can go now. However, I'm still really enjoying the fact that I can just be like, you know what? I'm gonna go to the gym at 10 a.m. or I'm gonna go to the gym at 1 p.m. or I'm gonna go to the gym at 3 p.m. But regardless, I'm gonna go. I really feel like this is the turning point in this becoming not just like a journey or a lost challenge or a fitness challenge. This is really like a lifestyle change, because everything feels easy now. Even counting my macros and cooking all of my meals. I've literally haven't cooked as much as I'm cooking now since I was a child. But now it feels like I said, I feel like I feel pleasure out of it, because I feel grateful to be able to do this. I feel grateful to have food in my fridge fully stocked that I can cook at any moment. I feel grateful that I have food that I really want to eat. You know, I feel grateful for that. And that's the turning point. I'm so grateful that I'm even able to do this the way that I want to do it on my terms. And yeah, I'm just happy. I'm happy and sad. I'm all of the things, but I'm gonna stop yapping so I can get some of the schoolwork done, because whether I'm doing the schoolwork or not, my brain is going. And once it taps out, it taps out. I lied. It's been 30 minutes, maybe 40 minutes. 40 is extra. It's probably been like 25 minutes. And my brain is good, but it's already flat. Can't do no more. I'm feeling the anxiety in my stomach just thinking about looking at my computer any longer. So I'm going to stop for a second. I'm going to stop for maybe like 30 minutes and come back to this in 30 minutes. Because it's like I start getting anxious. Like I just start feeling super uneasy and super overwhelmed and just like can't do it. It's actually crazy, because I really thought everybody experienced this. I wish everybody could experience it for the day so they could have some empathy towards the people with ADHD, because this is not a feeling that I want. I don't want to feel this fucking uneasy over doing schoolwork. I feel like doom. Like my chest is tight, my stomach is tight. I'm so fucking anxious right now. All because I was looking at my fucking computer for too long. How silly. How fucking silly. I am back from the gym and I'm feeling very, very blessed. I'm in a really good mood. I'm in a good mood. Really good is a stretch, but I am in a good mood. And I went and bought myself some flowers. I mentioned in a video before that I was going to get myself some, and I completely forgot to go to Trader Joe's. But good thing that I waited, because I actually got gifted a I said got gifted as if I got it from some PR. My mom actually gave me a gift card to the supermarket like that's nearby me. So I went in there to get some stuff, and then when I was walking past the flowers, I was like, let me get me some flowers too. Let me get me some motherfucking flowers too. So that's what I did. And I usually like roses, but the roses that they had at this market looked booty, so I decided to get these. I don't even know what the fuck these are, but I decided to get them because for 3 for $15. That is why. After leaving the gym, I was thinking about, you know, the situation with Mr. Man. At this point, I should just tell y'all his motherfucking name, because fuck him. Fuck him, fuck him, fuck him. JK. It isn't even fuck him, because there truly isn't any beef. He might be saying fuck me, I don't know, but even him saying fuck me, that's his motherfucking business, because to just not reply, like, I just won't get over that. I really just won't get over just not replying. I think that's absolutely fucking bonkers. Even whatever the fuck he has going on in his world, and I've been very empathetic to it thus far, but whatever it is going on, he could have been like, you know what, I got shit going on, I can't process this, I'll respond later. He could have said so many things. But to just not respond at all gives you really just don't fuck with me. So why are you mad that I don't want to fuck with you no more? I don't know. I was going to say this is my last time talking about it, but it's probably not, because I'm not going to stop talking about it until I'm not bothered anymore. And if y'all don't want to hear me talk about it, I don't care. Y'all going to have to hear me. Because don't go watch somebody else. Still watch me. And just, you know, mute me. Mute me and still watch, or just watch and be like, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up. I really feel like my mood has shifted this week, and I'm feeling really, really good about it, because when I say y'all, I have been in the dumps. Like I told y'all, I think I mentioned it in the last video. Shoot, the last video ended with me fucking crying, because I've just been in a depressive ADHD state. Not even just ADHD, just like regular depression too, because your girl be sad. These are gonna look pretty. This just made my mood even better. These look so freaking pretty. Okay, I'm really not good at arrangements, and I want to get better at them. So it might just look like some flowers in a pot to y'all, because truly that's all it is. But they look pretty. Let's cut this down a little more. How pretty. How fucking pretty are these? So fucking cute. Let me put some water. If you did not know, the trick to making your flowers last is to add a splash of bleach to the water. I don't know what it does, but it does something, and the flowers be lasting. I think it's because it like kills the bacteria. Something. I don't know. Ooh. See? This motherfucker. This nigga couldn't buy me no fucking flowers. Flowers are it's the effort. It's not even about the fucking flowers itself. It's really a... Ooh, what the fuck was it? It's crazy now that I'm done these. I'm thinking about the fact that that nigga never bought me flowers. Fucking flowers. These were $15. $15. The vase was like $6. So if he wanted to, he could have did all of this for less than $25. And it would have been the most grand fucking gesture. I probably would have fucking passed out if he told me he made the flower arrangement. But you know what? He didn't do none of this shit. He didn't. Medina, shut up. Medina, shut up. Shut up, girl. Shut up, girl. Because you complaining about this isn't going to make the fucking flowers appear. I truly just can't wait for the day that I receive all the energy that I put back out there, because I know it's coming. I'm not hopeless. I'm not one of those people that thinks like, oh, I'm never going to find love. However, maybe I won't. That is a possibility, but I'm hopeful that I will. So I know whenever that love comes around, It's going to blow my motherfucking mind. It's going to blow my mind because I like to think if I exist and I'm willing to do all of these things and I'm willing to show up and love and be all of the things, if I exist, I'm not special. So other people like me exist. As long as I say no to the motherfuckers that don't show up in the capacity that I need them to show up, then I'll be on the right path to find the motherfucker that does show up in the capacity that I want to show up. As long as I say yes to what I don't want, I'll never get what I do want. So you know what? Fuck everything that I don't want. Everything in every capacity. Family, friends, romance, jobs, body, food, lively, everything. Everything. If it's not what I want, I do not want it. Period. Point blank. I'm not settling for bullshit. No motherfucking more. I don't give a fuck who it's coming from. My mom, my dad, my sister, my brothers, fucking women, men, friends, whatever, neighbor, nothing. If I don't fucking want it, I'm not taking it. Period. Y'all should be on that same fucking wave too. Fuck with yourself a little bit harder. And this is a message to myself first, like I always say, fuck with yourself a little bit harder. Because the actions is given, you don't really fuck with yourself. That's what it's given. And if you don't, just work on fucking with yourself a little bit harder. And then all the things that you want will come into play. They'll all align, because then at that point, you won't even be willing to look in the direction of shit that you don't want. Such beautiful flowers. How freaking blessed am I to be able to just make breakfast and eat it and it be nutritious, full of protein, all of the things. How blessed am I? I've been showing y'all my meals, so why not show y'all this one? I told y'all I dropped my calories down to 1800 a couple of days ago. This is technically my first meal of the day. Before I went to the gym, I had some Greek yogurt, blackberries, and a smidge of granola. That's like my pre-workout meal, because you know, I need some carbs and some protein to fuel me for my workout. And this is my actual first meal of the day. I've got 3 slices of turkey bacon, 2 scrambled eggs with cheese, some tater tots, some kiwi, and y'all know I have my protein shake on the side with some collagen powder in it. Total macros for this, let's see. It is 968 calories for 88 grams of protein. And it probably seems high in calories because it is, but being as though this is my first meal of the day, it's not at all, especially because I went to the gym and I got a crazy workout in, so this is nothing for calories. And my dinner will definitely be able to be at like 700 calories. So this is perfect. This is perfect. And I'm really not even an egg person, but I bought some, so I gotta eat them. I've been really obsessed with kiwis lately. So good. And kiwis are so good for you because they're really high in potassium, really high in vitamin C, also really high in fiber. If you care about the calories, kiwis are only 96 calories for 2, which isn't bad. But I don't really care about my calories when it comes to fruit, because my fruit and produce and all of that stuff, I eat it, one, because I love fruit and I love veggies, but also because I want to focus on my micronutrients, not just like protein and fucking carbs and fat and sugar and all of that stuff. I need to really also focus on like fiber, vitamin C, potassium, vitamin D, vitamin A, you know, all of those little things, which is found most commonly in produce. I'm gonna continue fucking this up, and I'll see y'all niggas later. Hello. It is a new day. Well, it's kind of cute. I wish this wasn't a Disney hat. It kind of makes it a little corny, but it's another day. It is Saturday, and I am in a great mood. Went to the gym, did my normal things, But I'm about to start Ubering. But something has been weighing on my mind all day, because my friend sent me something earlier this morning, my friend Layla, that I was telling you about in last week's video, and it just resonated with me so much. She knows about the situation with the guy that I was dealing with, all of that. And she also knows that I'm a recovering people pleaser, and it's really hard for me to step out of people pleaser mode, because I was a people pleaser all my life. I'm 31. I was a people pleaser for 30 years, and now it takes active daily work and reminders to not be a people pleaser, especially in situations with conflict and everything like that. She sent me a voice memo earlier and she was like, Medina, you have to remember that you are the most important person in your life. And I was like, damn. It's not even that statement is like super profound or anything like that, but it's just so motherfucking true. I'm the most important person in my fucking life, and my feelings matter more than anybody else's. And that's not to say that I should walk around treating people poorly or behaving in a way that's going to hurt people or cause people any sort of emotional distress. That's not the case at all. However, when I'm in a situation such as the situation that I've been in with this guy, my feelings matter more than his, because I'm living this experience from my point of view. In his world, his feelings matter more than anybody else. In all of our lives, we're the most important person. He's the most important person in his life. I'm the most important person in my life, and you should be the most important person in your life. And I just have to remind myself that. I have to remind myself that, like, I don't need to put my feelings below anybody else's feelings, especially in situations where I'm being affected, and I'm being affected emotionally, and it's causing me stress or sadness or frustration, whatever it is. My feelings matter, and my feelings are most important because this is my motherfucking life. I've just been thinking about that all day because growing up, I was just always in people pleaser mode, especially trying to please my mom, and it never worked. I feel like I never pleased my mom. Even to this day, I'm 31 years old and I still haven't been able to please her, and I'm done trying to please her. Being a people pleaser for my mom, that's dead and gone. But being a people pleaser in other relationships, especially romantic relationships, is still very hard for me. It's something that I have to actively work against, and it's something that I have to really remind myself and remind myself and constantly remind myself. It's not something that's just second nature to me yet. Hopefully one day I get to the point where I don't care about pleasing people all the time. I want to please myself first and foremost. Hopefully one day I get to the point where that's second nature, but right now it's not second nature, because the fact that I felt like a villain after saying nothing of malice, nothing rude, I still handled that situation very considerately and from a place of kindness. And still, I don't feel like the villain now, but I felt like the villain. I felt like the bad guy. I felt like I did something wrong when I didn't. I just have to remember that I am the most important person in my life, and my feelings matter more than anybody else's. Period. I don't care who that offends. I don't care who that hurts. As long as I continue to be myself and show up with kindness, show up with consideration, show up with authenticity, show up with genuine intentions, then I'll never be wrong. That actually sounds bad, because intent over impact is real, and sometimes no matter what your intentions are, the impact that it has on other people is however they perceive it. So that's a little shaky. But regardless, I just gotta remind myself that I'm the most important person in my life. I'm number one, and I'm always going to be number one, even if I have kids or I have a partner or if I have whatever. I'm always going to be the most important person in my life, because every relationship that you have with other people is a reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. If I continue to navigate relationships from a place where I'm not willing to put myself first, then that's going to be reflected in the relationships that I find myself in, where they're not going to put me first. They're not going to consider my feelings. They're not going to consider me. If I don't consider me and my feelings first, how do I expect anybody else to consider me and my feelings? If they're not important to me, why the fuck should they be important to anybody else? All relationships are a reflection of the relationship that you have with yourself. So if I don't put me first, nobody's going to put me first. If I don't care about my feelings, nobody's going to care about my feelings. If I don't advocate for myself, nobody is going to care to treat me appropriately. People treat you based off of how they see you treat you. And that's just that. Sometimes people are assholes. Sometimes people are just ruthless idiots. But sometimes we're giving off a vibe that we okay with bullshit. And I'm not giving off that vibe no more. I'm not giving off the vibe that I'm going to put you first. No. I'm putting me first. I don't care who it offends. I'm putting me first. I am the most important person in my life, and I don't care who it offends. Because at the end of the day, I'm all I got. Hello. Good morning. Actually, that is a motherfucking lie. It is nowhere near morning. It is late in the afternoon. Actually, these kids are always outside. Like, it's almost like they don't go to school, because they're always outside. Ooh. Let me not say it's annoying, even though it is annoying. But like, Do y'all ever go outside? But to be fair, it is a beautiful day outside. I told myself I was going to go outside, but somehow I ended up taking a nap on my couch for like, I don't know, 3 hours, maybe 4. I woke up this morning, did the usual, went to Uber, came home, made some oatmeal, and went to sleep. But I'm about to go back outside to Uber actually in a little bit, but I'm about to make me some lunch. I'm in a weird mood. I got all my schoolwork done, so that's a plus. That's like completely off the brain. Although I did the freaking bare minimum effort. When I say bare minimum effort, I did enough to get a C because I wanted to pass the class, that's it. But it was a point in time when I was doing the work when I was like, do I care if I fail this shit? Do I care? Then I was like, that might affect my financial aid, so can't fail it because I need that refund check. Yeah, that's the point of life I'm at right now. But I'm just like, I don't know, I feel I just feel it's nice that I'm done the schoolwork, so now that my brain can focus on something else. But now I know that something else needs to be getting a job, and I'm like, I'm overwhelmed at the idea of even looking for a job. I'm overwhelmed at the idea of even putting in a job application. I'm overwhelmed at all of it, but I absolutely have to find a job very, very soon. And I'm really trying to tell myself I don't want to go back to like something easy, because I could easily find a nanny job. No problems. I could probably have a nanny job within the next few weeks if I wanted to go that route. But I really don't want to go that route because it's just easy to get stuck being a nanny. But I really just don't want to get stuck doing anything right now. This shit is fucking rough. Being an adult is so rough. Why did I sign up? Actually, I was gonna say, why did I sign up for this shit? I didn't sign up for this. My parents signed me up for this, and that's fucking cruel of them. That's so cruel of them to sign me up for a life of an adulthood without my consent. I'm just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. That motherfucker still hasn't responded, so it's really fuck him now. It's really sad that it had to get to this point, but it's been damn near a week. Actually, I think it's been a full week. Never responded, and I think that's quite disrespectful. I think ignoring somebody is one of the ultimate signs of disrespect, and it's not something that I go for. It's something that actually like bothers me to my core, and he's doing that. So now it's actually fuck him, and it wasn't fuck him before. It was like, we can actually even be cool. I just don't want to deal with you on any sort of level outside of platonic. That's the vibe that I wanted to give, and I feel like that's the vibe that I did give. He's giving the vibe of, first off, fuck your bitch and then click you clean. That's the vibe that he's giving. He's giving fuck me and everything that comes with me. And I don't know why it's that deep, because you don't want me, sir. You don't want me. And I was talking to my friend about this, and I'm like, it's really crazy what people's egos will do to them, and pride and all of this, because how are you upset about somebody that you don't want not wanting you in return? I don't get that. I don't understand it. I don't want to understand it. I don't want to understand how in your brain you don't want me, and you know you don't want me, but for some reason you're mad that now I don't want you back. What sense does that make, sir? What sense does that make? I don't know. I don't want to understand it. I'm not even going to try to understand it. You ignoring me, and that's cool. Now we really just don't fuck with each other. And that is also cool. But I'm gonna end this video right here, like I said, because I'm trying to get my energy together. I'm trying to be in a better mood. I'm trying to be like, oh, life's great. It's a beautiful day outside. I'm trying to feel like that, but I know deep down, I need to find a motherfucking job. Deep down, poverty is around the corner, and I don't want that bitch to come, but she's around the corner, and she's like, hey, bitch, it's me. I'm coming for you. And that just makes me sad and stressed out. So I need to figure some shit out. So I'm gonna go. That's actually not why I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go because I need to edit this video, because I'm gonna post it tomorrow. I hope y'all are having a great day. I hope y'all come back next week to watch another video. And as always, I thank y'all for watching this one. Bye.